Hello! Today I'm going to show you here in Airtable a couple of quick things that took me a really long time to figure out, and I want to save you all of that time and effort. So I have a URL here that I just needed a piece of information from. So in this example, I'm walking you through how to just grab the Twitter handle out of the Twitter URL, but you could use the same formula and process for anything you needed out of a URL or to split up any kind of text. It doesn't need to be a URL. It could just be a string of text. So without further ado, here we are in Airtable. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm setting everything up for Integromat and to run automation. So I want to be sure that my caption gets everything correctly. There's a couple of steps you need to take and 3 functions that we're going to set up here. So this base is for my community finder site, and I asked everyone to submit the Twitter URL, which is great for linking and putting everything on the website. But when I want to tweet out this caption, I want to use their Twitter handle, and I don't want to have to do that manually. So the first thing we need to do is create a new formula field here. And in this field, we need to do a little bit of heavy lifting with formulas. Maybe light lifting. So essentially what this big long formula says is that everything to the right of the Twitter URL, looking at the full Twitter URL. So this whole thing, it's looking at that. It's looking to the right of it. So there's nothing to the right of it right now, but we're saying to find the area, we look for the M backslash. So we're finding that M backslash, everything to the right of that, we're going to trim off. So it comes all the way over here and then just trims everything off. So that's the first piece. And that gives us /pixelgeek because we wanted to trim to the right of this slash. But that slash doesn't allow me to add the @ symbol in my concatenation field here. So we had to do it one more time. So again, you're going to use the formula and repeat the same thing. So just copy and paste and delete out that M, and you will have your handle. Now, if you're using this for more complicated data, you may have to add in a couple more steps. It just depends on how unique the situation is, but this will at least get you in the right direction. From here to write the caption, and heads up, for this to show like this with the space in here, you have to select your row height of medium or tall. I just learned that today, so a little tip for you. So the caption is a formula as well, and again, a little bit more writing involved in this. And this is the concatenate function, which Airtable does a great job of letting you know how to build these out. The one thing I will say about concatenate is you need to be cautious with your quotations and commas. As long as you have those in there correctly, you can write out this whole series. And all I needed to do was add in the @ symbol in front of the Twitter handle, make sure there was no space in between there. And lo and behold, now I have the @ symbol there. To add in those spaces, you just complete or this was 2 spaces. So just /n is 1 space, but you would need to put the quotation marks here. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And you can put, as you see, you can put links and everything else in there. So now I have my caption fully written. I have the @ symbol and just my Twitter handle out of my Twitter URL. And it is all set to post to Twitter when it goes through my Integromat or Zapier run. I hope you found this useful. You can use this for multiple different things, but it took me a few hours to figure out yesterday, and I wanted to be sure to let all of you know how to do it. If you could hit subscribe, I would really, really appreciate it. And if there's something you're struggling with and want me to work at for you, just go ahead and drop that in the comments below. That's it. Bye.